Good afternoon to you all. It's indeed a pleasure to be here on this very auspicious day. As I'm told, it's a very auspicious day, but I think made all the more auspicious with the presence all of you have made it to this wonderful place. So it's indeed a pleasure to stand before you as we prepare to celebrate the unveiling of this beautiful resort, which has just been added as the crown in our gel, if I may say, it's jewel in the crown, sorry. And it's this wonderful Fortune Beach Resort, ECR, Chennai, which is our 6th property in Tamil Nadu. So congratulations to all of us, our team here. So Ganesh, thank you for that. And it's indeed a pleasure because we have been around for a while as ITC in Chennai. We already operate the ITC Grand Chola and a couple of other hotels with our Welcome Hotel brand. But we were missing the Fortune presence in Chennai, and what better location than this one to actually come into Chennai. So thank you. As you all know, we also have some other properties in Tamil Nadu. We have 5 other properties in Tamil Nadu between Vellore, Hosur, Madurai, Tirupur, and of course now here, and we have this wonderful hill station in Ooty. It's great to be here as our 6th hotel in Tamil Nadu, and of course Chennai with its rich history, dynamic economic landscape has been an obvious choice for the location. We were just looking for the right partner to come back into Tamil Nadu and into Chennai as well. So it's currently a 40-room, aesthetically designed property. I'm sure you will have a look around and you will agree with me that it's really nicely done, stunning views of the ocean front, along with very nicely done facilities. Some of them get added to the property over the next few weeks and months. Must say that the highlight of this place is purely the sea views which we get from the entire property. As we celebrate this moment, I cannot thank the hotel's ownership enough, Mr. Ganesh and his wonderful family. This milestone could not have been fructified without your unwavering support, your passion in hospitality and your belief in us. So thank you very much, and I'm sure together we've been able to create a space that reflects our shared values and our passion for hospitality. So thank you, sir. Really appreciate your support and your help. I thank you all once again for coming in, accepting our invitation, and definitely invite you to experience the hospitality my team here will bring to you today and in your future visits. Must congratulate our General Manager Sabyasachi and his team for putting together a wonderful show. And thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thankful to the Fortune team for the guidance and help given in completion of the hotel. In particular, and thank you to Samir and Arvindam Kunal. In addition to that, there's a particular lot of pain in completing the hotel in town. This is within the city limits in 6 acres. Being in the coastal zone, we got the approval from Ministry of Environment and Forest. We have 40 rooms, to be exact, each 10 pods. Each pod consists of 4 rooms. Don't have any connection in between, entirely independent, separate entrance. Banquet hall measuring 9,000 square feet can accommodate 900 to 1,000 people. Restaurant facing sea, bar, swimming pool, and other recreation facilities such as spa, fitness center, children's play area, which is in the pipeline, going to be completed in a couple of months. We are annexed to this land. We have another 1.5 acres. If this project goes well, we may add some more rooms and conference room. The emerging trend and opportunity in the hospitality center made us enter into this new line. We are quite new. During the past 2 years, after COVID, it is quite encouraging this particular thing. Even this year, first quarter and second quarter, done very well, in particular Chennai, Delhi and Hyderabad. if we may also enter into the new area if our operation and feasibility is quite encouraging. Thank you.
Portfolio, we are, say 3-4 years back, we were 70-30 in our business to leisure hotel mix. Over the last few years, we have slowly moved towards having what we would say an optimum mix in business to leisure. We're sort of slowly moving towards the 50-50 mix in terms of our portfolio in business and leisure. Currently, 40% of our portfolio is in leisure, which is spread across hill stations and resorts and beach locations. So currently we have 3 properties in Goa, and then of course this is our 4th property which is close to a beach, if I may say, and that's really an interesting addition to have to our portfolio.
Don't you think that is a handicap?
I'm sorry?
You are close to the beach. There are many other resorts that are on the beach. Why should I come here?
So, beach is only one reason why you come here, right? So there is of course a lot of facilities which you will have, and as you will experience this property, you will notice that this property has the advantage of being on the beach, because we are actually on the beach, and it's got everything you would do or want as a leisure guest as well as a business guest who's coming here for work on either OMR or in and around Chennai, because of its wonderful location in the city or close to the city.
What is your policy on pets? Pets allowed or not allowed?
So, depends from location to location. As it's a new hotel, we of course will evaluate how we go with this property as well.
Samay, you said you will be achieving 50-50 in business and leisure. So, from 40 to 50 means how many more resorts have to be added, and what is the timeline?
Look, it's an aspiration which we keep, because we continue evaluating where our growth portfolio or portfolio grows from. So at this stage, while we look at evaluating multiple potential developments across the country, we do see a lot of interest in the leisure space, especially because of I would say the change in consumer behavior of the last 3-4 years, probably the pandemic being one reason. And because of that, we noticed that there are more people willing to spend time and money and effort on taking holidays with family, friends and loved ones. So clearly it's an aspiration which we have. How many more properties need to be added? That's a moving target, given that we keep adding business and leisure locations. Clarify that the last time my statement to the colleague in the media was we are opening 4 hotels over the next 4 months. So that was what came across. Of course, at this stage, we are targeting to open 8 to 10 hotels during this financial year. This is our 5th hotel. At this stage, I can say it seems to be well on track to open or get to our target of 8 to 10 hotels in our plan.
What would be the investment that has gone into this? Can you share some numbers?
What kind of arrangement is this?
I'm sorry?
What kind of arrangement you have?
Yeah, I was just going to explain the arrangement. So, at Fortune Hotels, our focus is primarily on the asset-light model, which means we partner with investors like Mr. Danesh, who believe and trust in our brand and invest a fair amount of money to build a nice property like this. So, to give you exact numbers might be a little challenging, given that they are individual investments done by individual owners. Of course, what we look at is typically adding number of hotels and number of keys.
How many keys do you have?
If I look at the south, so overall as a portfolio, we currently operate around 4,000 hotels, of which 30% is in the south. Probably around 1,250 or so is in the south. I'm sure my colleague right next to you will give you the exact numbers as well.
Hello, yeah. Sir, I'm Yogesh from Times of India. See, you said that you have inaugurated 5 new hotels this year, and another 8 to 10 in the pipeline. So, taking through from her, what is the total investment has gone for these facilities? And one more thing is, you have recently, must be a couple of months ago, inaugurated a new hotel in overseas hotel in Nepal. So, what are your overseas plans?
Let me first clarify again. We opened this up with property opening for this year. Our target at the beginning of the year was to open 8 to 10 hotels, including the 5 we have opened already. So we are well on track to achieve that 8 to 10, not an additional 8 to 10 to the 5 we opened. That's first. Financial year. Yes. The second is, and just connecting on the investment again, hard for me to give a number given that they are individual investments done by individual owners, so might not be privy to some of that data. I don't want to give incorrect numbers. In terms of the overseas expansion plans which you touched on, very pleased to share with you that we opened our first overseas hotel in Nepal, wonderful location called Tasteful, which is home to the largest Shiva statue in the world, a 144 feet tall Mahavir statue, which is actually sitting or standing on property. So beautiful resort next to the statue with the blessings of Lord Shiva. That's our first property. We continue exploring potential growth opportunities in proximal markets where India as a consumer is an important segment. Having said that, our focus will continue on growing in India more than anything else because that's where we see the biggest growth opportunity.
Some numbers now.
I'm sorry?
What's your top line and bottom line? Turnover and profit?
So at this stage, I'm not allowed to share those numbers given that we are in the window of not sharing numbers.
Okay, what was the last year?
Can I just get my colleague to share that with you? We'll give you the specific numbers for last year.
Right. The expansion plan. Can you, 2 years later, how many properties you will be having? You have 4,000 properties, if I heard it from.
4,000 rooms operational.
How many properties?
So currently this is our 55th property, 4,000 operational rooms. We have another 12 to open over the next 2 to 3 years, and which should add potentially another 1,200 rooms or so.
City? Locations?
Spread across various parts of India, north, south, east, west. So if I give you some examples of locations, towards the east we are opening something in Siliguri, in the south we are opening 2 in Kerala, 1 in Andhra Pradesh, in fact Amaravati, which is now seeing a lot of activity with becoming the capital, and of course a few properties in the north as well. The next one we anticipate to open will be in Jim Corbett, which will be a wonderful jungle resort.
Okay. You are looking at a ground up new properties or also one for conversions? If there's how many conversions you are looking?
We are open to both opportunities, ground up as we say greenfield and potential conversions as well. Of course, we have a set of brand standards which we work closely with the owners and look at those properties. Do we have any sense of numbers? Like I said, at this stage we are looking at the immediate target of opening 8 to 10 hotels, which we have a clear line of sight on. It's a combination. It's a combination for probably 50-50 each, around there, because we are opening 3 more hotels, of which 2 are greenfield, 1 is a conversion.
So when you said you're looking for asset-light models, is that applicable even for your overseas?
That's right, yes.
So there also you have a partnership only in.
That's true. So our 8 to 10 hotels, which we are looking at, will potentially add another 800 to 900 rooms. Approximately there, 400 plus, yes.
Goa and Chennai, is this the bigger one or the Goa property is the bigger one?
I am assuming you're asking in terms of rooms.
Yes, yes.
So at this stage, in terms of room inventory, we have a couple of properties which are higher room inventory in Goa. But I should say that typically room inventory is not the only defining factor because we want to make sure that properties represent the brand well. And I must say that this is a property which we are very confident of representing our brand well and really bringing value to both us as well as the guests who will come and stay here.
And what has been the occupancies like across average?
Varying factors. So currently the market is at an occupancy of around 70%. In most markets, we are on market numbers or above market numbers. The good part is that after the pandemic, the occupancies have started coming back. Leisure locations, of course, have grown faster than the business locations.
Sir, you have four different variants. One is infinite, resort, and one more. So among these four verticals, which vertical is showing better occupancy? And some information on your focus will be on, I know that you will be growing with the mix of four variants, but which will be your focus area for the next 2 to 3 years?
The reason we created different brand extensions was because we knew that we could cater to different consumer segments based on the brand extension. So for example, between the Select, Park and Inn, we sort of straddle across the entry-level 4-star to the 5-star brand segments. And of course, the resort specifically plays in the leisure category. What we are seeing today is there is fairly similar demand for all brand extensions. So hard for me to say if there's a specific brand which I see growing faster. Like I said, it's easier for us to look at what is growing between business and leisure. We do see good level of traction in the leisure segment at this stage.
Just one more clarification from my end. See, generally, despite you're from ITC Group, you don't categorize yourself as a star hotel. So in terms of star, so how do you differentiate between star category hotels and yourself?
I'm sorry, can you please clarify the question? Because
the thing is, as far as other hotels are concerned, they are being categorized as 4-star, 5-star, and all those. But Fortune, I understand you don't use the star category, right? So just some clarity on that.
I think we are very similar to most other brands. We talk about brand positioning. Given that star category sometimes might not give enough information, so we typically play in the mid to upscale segment. And as, for example, the ITC luxury collection properties play in the luxury segment, so we have a clear differentiation in the positioning. Of course, star ratings add to that, so we do have a mix of properties in 4 and 5-star classification, so we play in both segments. Can't hear you, sir. You'll have to...
All the 55 properties will play between 4 and 5.
That's right.
The revenue breakup between food and beverage and room tariff.
Can you please repeat the question? I missed the first part. I got it that you're talking about room and food.
Yeah, what is the revenue breakup between food and
revenue breakup? Well, broadly, if I look at it, given that Fortune has the strength of playing in the food and beverage segment, given our legacy and our cuisine expertise, it's pretty close in many hotels. So we actually have a sort of diverse mix across our hotels. Broadly, I would say it's a 60-40, 60% in rooms and 40% in food and beverage. Broadly, if I look at breaking it up.
And normally this does see occupancy in weekends. And what are your plans for during the weekdays?
I think what is very good with this property is the location. It's actually very close to the city, close to the OMR belt, so it will definitely look to have a good mix between business travel and leisure travel. I'm sure a business traveler would also like to stay here to get away from the stress and pressures of his or her workplace. And that's probably one added advantage the guests will get coming into this hotel. Sorry, you'll have to use the mic. I can't hear you.
On parking.
No, you have a banquet for 1,000 people, but it is almost at the end of the road. And what do you think you will be facing a constraint in terms of parking?
I don't think so. Operationally, those are things that get managed by the team. We'll manage that.
Is this Hosur property working?
Yes, absolutely. We commenced operations as a brand last year, and yes, it is settling.
That is also a leisure hotel?
No, it's a business hotel. Hosur is a typical tier 2 business town. picking up a lot of defense-related manufacturing projects into the town. So it's a town which will grow, I'm sure.
So out of the 5 hotels you have in Tamil Nadu, like business hotels will be 1 or 2, right? Tirupur, Madurai and...
So at this stage in Tamil Nadu, the OT hotel is a leisure location, and of course this one, the rest are all business locations. Tirupur, Vellore, Hosur, and Madurai. Madurai has actually got a mix of business and leisure, given that a lot of people come for pilgrimage tours to Madurai Rameshwaram.
Do you plan to have hotels in the religious segment also?
In fact, we've been around in religious segment for a very long time. We've had a hotel in Tirupati, we have had a hotel in Madurai for a long time. That's one of our oldest hotels, the Pandya. We've had hotels in Amritsar, which is, we have one property very close to the Golden Temple. We have a property in Katra, which is Vaishno Devi, and of course coming up with a few more properties. So pilgrimage segment is something which we'll continue looking at. Our brand fits very well in that space. So
I was asking about the development new properties. Apart from business and leisure, will it be going to be...
There is a mix. So we count that as part of leisure because pilgrimage is considered leisure.
Any demands in the upcoming budget, apart from the industry status that hospitality industry has, hospitality sector has?
I think that's probably one consistent request you would hear from the industry. The rest is all...
See it happening?
Can't speculate on that, I'm sorry.
You are looking at a wedding segment. Any wedding scheduled in the near future?
Like I said, since today is the official date of opening, we've been having quite a few queries. So I'm sure as people see the hotel is officially open, there will be a lot more confidence in trying to book dates. And definitely we'll be hosting many weddings, I'm sure.
How is the brand performing in the destination weddings? Your Goa properties and other station properties, other leisure properties?
Like I said, we have a fairly good strength in the food and beverage offerings, and that of course is an important part of destination weddings. And we see that demand coming up in places like Goa, in the hills in the north, and I'm confident it will happen here as well.
Any numbers and number of weddings?
I'm sorry, I can't share numbers at this stage.
Thank you so much for your questions. If you have any additional questions, you can direct them to me or to my colleague Rajni. We'll get them answered for you. So we'll be heading now, requesting the HOD team to take on the tour for this stunning property.